When Dune was announced, I had no idea what to expect. I bought the book in anticipation for the film, but couldn't get through the first 50 pages. I couldn't even bring myself to watch the original David Lynch film. But after months of waiting and years of excitement, my excitement dwindled. I began to think the hype was overrated, and I just wasn't that pumped to see the new version. However, I convinced myself to go last night on opening night. When I say that the moment it started, I sat straight up in my seat and was glued to the screen, it is an understatement. I was transfixed. Dune deserves all of the hype. Dune deserves the incessant praise. Dune really is the next big thing. Dune is fucking epic. It's a perfect part 1. It establishes the vastness of the world, the intricacies exploring the balances of power, and educates the viewer on religious underpinnings that rule Arrakis. It's superb. From the second the theater goes dark and the voiceover begins, you just know that you're in for a filmmaker's masterpiece. It's clear that Villenueve is having fun here and respects the material he's working with. He deserves a sequel more than any director I've ever seen. This story needs an ending. The casting was on point, as we all knew it would be. Never understood the Chalamet hype train, but after this, count me as a fan. Also, Rebecca Ferguson as Lady Jessica was a top-notch choice. Oscar Isaac can do no wrong in my book, and Josh Brolin is the typical rough and tough maverick gurney. Jason Mamoa steals every scene he graces. Honestly, the entire cast is amazing, but if I talk more about it, I would drop only spoilers. The visual effects are phenomenal. The set pieces add to the grand spectacle of it all, and each scene was so aesthetically appealing, it put a huge ass smile on my face the entire time. The cinematography is among the best I've ever seen. I have seen almost 2,000 movies, and I am genuine when I say that. 30 minutes into the film, I turned to my friend Lewis and said, "This is the best shot movie I have ever seen." It grabs you with its visuals the moment you set foot into the universe and never lets go. It is beautiful. And when I found out that the same cinematographer was doing the upcoming Batman movie, I swear to God, I almost cried. The direction and editing are stellar, thanks to the immense talent of Denis Villenueve and his crew. And the score is both intense and mesmerizing, to where you feel genuinely enraptured in the film's environment. Hans Zimmer has completely outdone himself with this one. I flinched at moments because the sound design was so crisp. I had goosebumps during the action scenes because the explosions felt so real. I will be in shock if this doesn't win for sound, score, and cinematography at the Oscars. It could even grab Best Picture in my book. I've never witnessed a film that felt so big in scope, and we all know I saw Endgame. Now this next part will include some spoilers, so that I can talk about some of my favorite scenes and questions or hopes for the future. If you want to skip, go to this part in the video. You have been warned. I love the fact that Paul's dreams/visions are not always correct. That part leading to the end where Paul needs to fight the Freeman, yet in fact, he was clearly teaching Paul through his visions, was a great way to subvert my expectations. Another thing is that even though I saw the deaths of the Duke and Duncan coming, they felt honest and true to the story and not forced. You knew Oscar Isaac was going to bite into his tooth and spread that poison, but even then, I was shocked and taken aback. The action stood out incredibly well, and when Gurney is leading his men to fight, I literally was rigid in my seat. I don't know the books or how anything ends, so my hope is we see Josh Brolin come back. We never see his death, but there was so much damage and destruction that I would also not be surprised if he didn't make it. Now the sandworm sequences, holy fucking shit. The first sequence in which we see the true horror and force of their power was intense. Seeing the beast plow through the sand and the people running to get onto the ships was an outstanding scene. It only led to the hype and anticipation of seeing it again. That ending where Paul and his mother are running from the worm like this shot in the trailer was everything I had hoped it would be, just to see it up close on the big screen. I can't fucking wait to see these bitches riding those things. And to top it off, the ending, where we see the Freeman riding the worm, we get the building score leading to the final shot, and that turn where Zendaya just says, "This is only the beginning." Chills. literal chills. Dune is an absolutely incredible experience. This is the kind of movie theaters were made for, and it's only half the story. Dune is the type of movie you tell your kids about to brag that you were there opening night. Being there, I knew that I was experiencing one of the biggest movies ever put to screen. This film is jaw-dropping, mesmerizing, and truly epic in every sense of the word. Villenueve knocked it out of the park and beyond. For an unadaptable book, this is about as extraordinary as you're going to get. Dune is meant to be seen in theaters, to be seen on the biggest screen possible. I can only count the goddamn days till we see the continuation of this marvelous saga.
Go, go!
Tune in every Friday for new movie videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what other movies you would like me to do videos on. Thank you, Mom, for editing the scripts for my movie essays. I appreciate you. Till next time, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.